Did you write your homework today, little sis?
No, I didn't. I hate homework.
I will tell you a story about Zlatko, who never wrote homework.
What is he like?
Zlatko hated homework. He worked himself out in every possible way, just so he wouldn't write it.
I like him already.
The boy had a long list of excuses that he would recite to teachers whenever it was necessary to explain why he had not written his homework. When teacher asked, "Where is your homework?" he said, "The house was robbed by a gang of burglars and the first thing they stole was my notebook with geography assignment." The other day he said, "I left her in the back seat of my dad's car, but the hippos escaped from the zoo. Unfortunately, he sat on the car destroying everything in it."
Tell me more.
We ran out of toilet paper in the house. Therefore, it is mine Aunt Rosie white butt with my homework. Since Zlatko never ever wrote homework after school, he had time to do all the fun things his heart desired, like hours and hours of playing on the game console, and truth be told, that was it. The boy loved playing video games and nothing else, if it were his way.
And I love to play video games.
But one day a new teacher arrived at the school. Old history professor named Madame Magna. This lady was wrapped in black from head to toe, and her head was covered with a lace scarf, which hid everything but her eyes. Madame Magna smelled like old musty books like you might find in an antiquarian store, and spoke strongly with a foreign accent, whose origin no one could determine. Some children believed that she might be a witch. Madame Magna turned pipe smoking into an art. Zlatko attended the first lesson of the new teacher. Madame Magna taught the students all about the various methods of medieval torture. When the school bell rang, Zlatko was the first to jump out of his chair and rush to the door. "You have to hand in the assignment tomorrow morning, which will bring you to school. Zlatko, can you stay a little, please?" ordered Madame Magna. "What do you want now, madam?" Zlatko said, but Professor said, "I didn't escape my notice that you've never submitted yet domestic work." He had plenty of experience getting teachers out of the door with some nonsensical excuses, so he wasn't too worried. "That's really strange, because I wrote them all. Maybe the words fell off the leaves." Teacher said, "No matter what I hear, honey, you are very funny guy. But if you don't write the homework tonight, maybe you will visit ghostly displays in the dead of night." The boy was overcome with anxiety.
What did Zlatko do after that?
The boy ran all the way home, and as soon as he reached his room, he looked his school bag in search of the history notebook. It was almost empty, without any material. Then Zlatko scratched his head. Then he started chewing on the end of the pencil. Then he picked his nose a little. He did all sorts lots of things, except he didn't write his homework. He wakes up from the cold, opening his eyes. He noticed that the room was filled with a huge cloud of silky grey smoke. The smoke swirled and twisted into various shapes and finally settled, creating 5 terrifying figures dressed in historical costumes. "Who are you?" asked the boy bluntly. "We are the biggest villains in history."
I don't want to listen to that story. It's enough. I promise. I will write my homework tomorrow. Now I want to go to sleep.
Okay, little sis. Good night and sweet dreams.